So we're going to play Honey Heist. So the premise of this is, so it's Honeycon 2018. You three are going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen. Two things, though. One, you have a complex plan that requires precise timing. And two, you are a goddamn bear.
Oh my God.
So,
language.
And this start over. This one's already ruined.
Okay.
All right, start over.
So you're going to roll 3 dice total. And let me know when you're done with that.
Bullshit.
I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 3.
All right, Austin, you are a retired grizzly bear, and you are the driver of the group. So, as a grizzly bear, you excel at anything that involves terrifying someone. So, normally in this game, any roll is just a simple roll d6, and that'll determine whether you succeed or you don't. And if it's anything to do with your special skill, in your case, terrifying people, you'll get rolled 2d6 and pick the better result.
Nice. All right. Cool.
All right, who's next?
I got some dice here. I got a 1, 3, and 5.
All right, you, Deej, are the rookie panda bear, and you are the thief of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a panda, your skill is that you can eat anything that looks like bamboo.
Nice.
Okay, Alex. You are the unhinged honey badger, and you are the face of the group.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Now, as the honey badger, your special skill is anything relating to carnage. So, enjoy.
All right, Carnage.
All right.
So I'm the George Clooney of the group, except more
you're-
the Mad Max George Clooney.
Yeah, if George Clooney had rabies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you can name your bear if you want. So if you want to go with the George Clooney style name, now's the time to pick a name. Now, you guys aren't talking bears per se, but you can sort of mangle human speech through your bear mouth, maybe. And you can definitely talk to each other.
Oh my fucking God.
Now, there's a whole table on here that's devoted just to whether or not you'd like to wear a cool hat. And if you would like to wear a hat, roll 1d8.
The die nobody ever has ready.
Yeah.
That's kind of D12s. And then I got a 1, so I'm wearing a trilby.
You are wearing a trilby.
Trilby.
All right, so Alston is a trilby-wearing retired grizzly driver.
A 1. Wait, is that awesome?
That's also a trilby.
I hope all of us are wearing trilbies.
All right, so we got 2 trilbies. How about you? So Alex is wearing a trilby, and how about you, Deej?
All right, here we go. I got a 6.
Fez.
You are wearing a fez. Well, you guys are some classy folks.
All right.
Oh my God.
As I said before, any actions are done with 1d6. You have 2 stats. That's it. Each starts with 3 points. You have the bear stat. Bear is used to maul stuff, run and climb, shrug off damage, scare people, and generally do bear stuff. The other stat is criminal. You use this to do anything that's not directly related to being a bear.
Nice.
So when you perform an action...
We all have that?
Yeah, you both have bear and criminal stats that each are at 3 points right now. So, for instance, if you wanted to, climb a tree, that would be a bear skill, so you'd roll 1d6, and if you rolled equal or under the stat, you succeed. So 3 or less, you'd succeed. And it's over, you fail. And again, if it's related to your special skill, you roll 2d6, pick the better one. All right, so changing states. Whenever you experience frustration, which is when a plan of yours fails or you run into a difficulty, you move 1 point from criminal into bear. And when the plan goes off without a hitch, move 1 point from bear into criminal. You can voluntarily move 1 point from bear to criminal by doing a flashback scene in which you and the other bears plan out the heist over coffee and cigarettes in the back room of a seedy bar. And you can voluntarily move 1 point of criminal into bear by eating a load of honey.
Oh, shit.
So the game ends if your criminal stat ever reaches 6, you are lured into a life of crime and betray the party. And if your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it, presumably to be picked up by animal control in a half an hour or so.
All right.
All right, so now I got to do a couple rolls here.
Go for it, Carl. Go for it.
I'm going to roll it as hard as I can. Here's what you guys know, all right? And we're going to fill in the blanks as we go, I assume. So you guys are going to steal from Honeycon 2018. It's being held in a busy convention center this year. And it is rumored that in addition to the largest load of honey any of you bears will have ever seen, they have a special attraction this year. It is rumored that they are holding on to Abraham Lincoln's beehive, which is thought to be haunted by his ghost.
Oh, wow.
You might be able to fetch a price for that. One of you might be particularly interested in just having it. Up to you. Now, all right. So, how about your characters? So, have you guys known each other for a while? Are you guys just being put together for this operation, or have you guys been planning this out for a while, like as compatriots?
Yeah, are we like an old gang?
You tell me.
I think this is Austin. Did you have a bear name?
Yes, it's Hibey Nathan.
Hibey Nathan. Okay.
All right, so why don't you introduce Hibey Nathan just like real quick, or whatever you'd want to say to the group.
Ooh, so I think we see like a sick GTO or some like classic muscle car roll up. All these people kind of look at it and they're like, one guy walks by and is like, "Sweet ride," and
a human says this.
Yeah, human says like, "Sweet ride, man," and some ladies are like wave, and the window rolls down. And all the humans don't seem to respond all too differently, but inside is a grizzly bear with kind of gray fur. And he's wearing a trilby and he's smoking a cigarette.
All right, this guy seems like he's been around the block.
Yeah, and he just says, "I can't believe I'm doing this again."
Jason Statham as a bear.
Exactly what I'm going for is Jason Statham as a bear.
Please tell me your name is spelled Hibey, like H-I-H. Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that, but you know what I'm saying.
It's just a hibernation joke.
Okay.
Yeah, Hibey Nathan.
Hibey Nathan. All right, so he pulls up. Let's say you guys are at the rendezvous point before you're about to carry out the heist that you're setting out to do. Where are you guys meeting up before this thing takes place?
A seedy zoo.
A seedy zoo.
A seedy zoo. All right. So, you guys meet in the back room of a zoo, like behind some of the less cared for cages. It's like a trap door that only the animals know about.
Yeah.
Can it be actually can it be like an abandoned zoo?
Sure. A seedy abandoned zoo?
Absolutely. It's like real nasty.
All right, this is where all the animals end up when they don't have anywhere else to go.
And then they closed up shop and just left. And they're like,
Yeah.
the animals themselves.
All right, so you guys are meeting in this abandoned zoo. Is there anyone else here besides you three?
My thought is that we have kind of a I don't know if you remember Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a Lawrence Tierney kind of character, like the guy who's putting the job together.
All right.
And, okay. Yeah, so like an older kind of voiced. Man. What was that actor's name?
Lawrence Tierney.
All right. So you've got like a guy here who's sort of helping you coordinate. So this guy says, welcome, Hibey. The others are already here. I'm sure you're familiar. You boys already introduced yourselves?
We're all in this back room. It's almost like the employee lounge, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What do we call this guy who's putting the job together?
Wrangler.
Ulysses.
We call him
The Wrangler, yeah.
Wrangler.
Ulysses the Wrangler. Love it. All right. All right. So, what do we open up on with your character, Deej? Like, does your bear have a name?
Yeah. I'll send you you monster. I picked Hibey, like the panda in Avatar, but then I had to struggle to think of something else.
Sorry.
It's this little, maybe this little tiny panda cub sort of thing.
Okay, so you're like really small.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that makes sense, seeing as you're the rookie.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so is this like the scene of? Here's where he comes in.
Right. So you and Alex are. How do you enter this scene where you're all meeting Ulysses the Wrangler just before you head on your heist?
Yes. So I think this panda kind of just crawls over and struggles to sit up onto this chair, maybe that you guys have at a table, I'm imagining. And then he just puts down this set of keys. And he's like, "All right, guys, I got it. I told you Stickyfingers would come through."
Well, so what do you put on the table?
This ring of keys.
Oh, okay.
Who's the Wrangler? Robbing the cradle?
Ulysses says, so are these the keys that you've had made for this heist, Stickyfingers?
Yeah, I got him off that monkey over there. Also, this nice hat.
I love that hat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just happy I found a hat I didn't have to grow into.
Listen, you're wearing like a miniature monkey-sized hat? All right. Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Your character's name.
Michael Cicero.
So what's he look like? Is a honey badger a type of bear, by the way?
I'll show you what a honey badger looks like.
I thought it was more of either a badger or like a skunk-like creature.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of it, and I would have thought it was like exactly that, a badger skunk.
Michael Cicero, he knows a couple waitresses around these parts. So, from what I've talked to, we can get in. We can get to the honey. And Abe Lincoln, all that's between us and that are just a few garlic knots away from us.
No.
Ulysses says, yes, indeed. But not only that. My intelligence has told me that there are two main security features that you lot will have to deal with. Heard that Lincoln's Beehive is under the utmost security. It is behind the best vault that money can buy. So I hope your keyring comes in handy, Stickyfingers. And not only that, but after the hijinks at last year's Honeycon, as I'm sure you all remember, they've hired armed guards, complete with bear tasers, bear stun prods, the whole bear security suite.
Yeah, that's some minor league kind of shit they got going on here. All right, listen, I'm not too concerned about bear prods and bear or even bear mace. All right, I'm a veteran of the honey wars.
So then Ulysses says, of course, no one could ever question your experience, Mr. Cicero.
All right, chill out, hotshot. Listen,
I've torn off a lion's nutsack before. All right,
we've all We've all turned off some nutsacks in our day. But if we're going to get into this place and we're going to get out, we can't be just gung-ho. We got to think smart.
He says, yes, do you wish to review the plan before you head out?
And he says, I already reviewed it. Getting too old for this.
Yeah, the plan looks good.
Very well. Then, gentlemen, I'll meet you at the rendezvous point at tonight. And I wish you the best of luck.
There's a long, slow shot over all of our faces.
And I think Sticky leans over to Cicero and is like, wait, there was a plan? Was I supposed to look at that? Is that going to be a problem? Oh, shucks. It's okay. I guess I'll do it.
You'll be fine, kid. You'll be fine, kid. Just follow my lead, okay?
Let's go through it again one more time. If you're cool with it, I think there's that shot of all of our faces kind of in this break room, and then we cut to Honeycon and all these people there, going to different booths and talking to folks, lots of people in suits, and then we kind of have a shot of outside the parking lot, and we see a big we see a van shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And the van says G Adams Systems. And as the camera pulls around, you see that Hibey is driving the van.
Naturally.
And he says,
"Is this his van?"
I think this is the van for the heist.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So, and he's wearing like a repairman uniform.
All right. And
got like a big tool belt on around his bare waist, and he kind of taps on the side of the van to give the signal of like, all right, we're parked in this spot.
Nice. All right, you guys are at your initial point. The tingly heist music is just starting to build. Okay, so are you guys bringing anything in particular? Like, do you have anything on your person, Hibey?
Oh yeah, I think I'm coming in here to repair some kind of system, or do some kind of like check on some kind of system, and so that can kind of give me access. But I think I've also parked the van over like a sewer system, or parked it right next to like a storm grate, or parked it right next to some kind of access point that the other guys can either get into if they're in the van, or if they're doing something else in some other place, they can escape that and get into the van, and we can get the hell out of here if need be.
All right. So you're kind of driving a little bit off the beaten path then.
Yeah. So he's not just like in the regular parking lot. Okay.
So as you approach this very large convention center, like I'm picturing like Dragon Con or something. Like it's very highly populated. It's a big event every year for both man and bear kind alike. And as Ulysses said, you do see subtly armed men and women patrolling the grounds. And as you approach your point, you see that there are some like not so far off, like closer to like where the edge of the crowd is. So are you going to try and clear what you're doing with these people, or are you going to try and sort of get to your parking spot on the scene?
I think I'm just going to try to head in. If somebody stops me, I'll talk to them. I don't want to make a scene, but I'm just gonna. My game plan is to kind of roll up just as one of the many vendors and service providers to kind of slide on in here.
Okay. So roll 1d6 and see if your arrival doesn't ring any bells for the people accepting the wait staff and the service staff.
All right. Well, I got a 5, so it does. It does.
Okay, so as you're pulling up to your spot, and all three of you are in the van?
Yes.
Okay, so as you're pulling up your spot, like trying to find a spot next to like the food caterers and other security vans and like staff cars, one of the armed guards sort of waves you down and walks up to your van and taps the window. Says, "Hey."
Window slowly rolls down and a big plume of smoke comes out as he takes the cigarette out of his mouth.
The guard sort of coughs and like wipes away his face. He says, we expecting you? You here for you? Abner sent for you? Abner Prescott?
Yeah, we're on the list.
And he says, all right. He passes his pocket. Says, well, I'm not the list guy. You're gonna have to check in up at the front gate.
Yeah, we don't check in. We're on the list, buddy.
Oh wait, don't you sound like a bear, too?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have like a. So this guy like is very used to interacting with bears, seeing as the nature of the job. And he sort of says, "Yeah, I'm sure, sir." He's like trying not to offend you. He's like, "I'm sorry, I have difficulty."
We're the entertainment. We're scheduled to go on in 10 minutes, and you're holding us up?
All right. So he has a puzzled look. Roll 1d6.
Would that be related to Alex being the face of the group?
I would definitely say so. So roll 2d6.
He rolled 2 3s.
2 3s. All right. So you should be fine. So the guy says, all right. He sort of like says, I'm not going to give any trouble. But what's your act? So I know to look for you.
Don't see all the tools I got on my tool belt, bloke. We're repairman strippers.
And the guy just sort of has like very curtly gives like a shake of the head and says, park at the end of the row. And he saunters off.
All right.
We didn't ask for this job.
So, okay, so because you were seen driving in, Austin, you would move 1 point from criminal into bear.
Right.
And Alex, you would move the opposite way, from bear into criminal.
Okay.
On a kind of more successful, act as face.
All right. What happens again if we go to 6 for criminal?
If you go 6 criminal, then you are lured to a life of crime and you betray the party.
Yeah. So basically, either one, you kind of are out of the game once you hit either one of those.
Right. So it seems like it's about maintaining a balance. Okay, so you get in your spot without any more trouble. There's very few people back here compared to the front, which is teeming with like crowds.
Everything's about balance, bro.
What was that?
Everything's, just find that happy balance, the happy medium.
That's right.
Yeah. You just got to be you.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be you. So you're kind of away from the din of the exhibits and the crowds and the vendors, and you're in the back like staff lot.
All right, I think we're parked. Right near a. There's like some construction going on this part of the convention center, and you know how when there's construction on taller buildings, there's like a trash chute kind of a thing that they can throw garbage into, and it just falls into a dumpster.
Yeah,
we're parked right near one of those in case so we can make an easy egress if needed.
Perfect. I'd say, it's maybe even like a tiny panda-sized chute. If you wanted it to be.
All right.
Oh yeah, like this is just like taking honey from a bee.
Not that you would ever do that without consent. I mean, you guys are maybe bears, but you're not monsters.
Just make sure you don't get stung, all right, chap?
All right. So, where are you guys headed? Are you splitting up, or what's your? What do you do in this van?
So I think we're just parking the van here, and then we're gonna split up and like do our various things.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know, Mr. Nathan, you might want to go on up that chute. Then I think people might be pretty scared seeing this something that big. I guess.
So we're ditching it, huh? Go and smash and grab.
Oh, well, I don't know. If we go up that chute, we could keep it stealthy.
Oh, it seems like more something you'd be likely to do there, kid. You need a boost up.
Just like how? I assume it's like double his height, and he's like, well, I could do it, but sure, if you want to.
Sure, yeah. He'll help. What's your character's name again? Stickyfingers.
Mm-hmm.
He'll help Stickyfingers up the chute if need be. If not, then he'll just kind of hang out there. And at least Hibey's game plan, I think, so far is just he's the getaway driver, but he's also got to kind of deal with some. He'll figure out if they have to deal with any contingencies. So I think the game plan is to set Sticky and Michael. To kind of set them up on their way before he acts and does anything else.
All right. So you guys are being turned out from the nest. So, Sticky Fingers, are you going to head up this garbage chute and see what you can find? Is that your plan?
That should be easy.
Okay. So, all right. So you can make it up to the lip of this chute easily enough. I'm just picturing because I'm not sure I've seen one of these in real life. Is it just like it's a chute and like any floor can like throw garbage in it, just goes to the bottom, like falls in a dumpster?
It's usually like when people are doing construction on like multi-story buildings and they can't have a dumpster up there, so instead they throw like construction scraps and that kind of stuff into this like big rubber, like the size of like a barrel, like that kind of width. Then it just falls into a dumpster like down on the ground floor. And
the dumpster is just full of like half full of empty honey pots, like Winnie the Pooh style.
Definitely. And there's like flies buzzing around them, the occasional bee. All right, so I'll say like the first, we're looking at this thing, you can tell like the construction at this point is only taking place like near the top levels of this convention center. It's like a 5-story convention center, and they're working on floors 4 and 5. So nice. If you want to use this chute, your first point of egress will be the 4th floor. And it goes, well, yeah, that's what you can tell from the ground.
All right, yeah, I could sneak up there, I think. That should be easy.
All right, we'll get to it, kid.
Do you guys have, like, walkie-talkies?
Absolutely.
Sweet earpieces?
Yes.
All right. Sweet, like, bear ear-sized earpieces.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So are you gonna do that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay, I'll say like you're not gonna have too much trouble climbing up this chute, seeing as you are a panda. Well, baby panda. Okay. Yeah, so you don't have too much trouble coming up this chute, and as you get towards the middle of the building, you can see like where all the scaffolding starting to come up around it, and you see like the first exit is like on a scaffold outside the 4th floor, and if you exit there, you can see through the windows that like there are like exhibits set up on this floor. Like there's interactive children's like honey themed exhibits. There's like you can like mix your own honey, bring the kids. Like There's like an instructional tour taking place like further in the room about like where the honey comes from and like which the best bees are.
Honeybees, it turns out.
You know, you'd be surprised, but yeah, honeybees. So yeah, there's like a good number of people just milling around inside, and you're outside, like on the scaffolding.
All right, I think in that case, I'm gonna have to sneak in here.
All right, so you're just gonna how are you gonna try and do that?
Okay, this is like a cat burglar style. Because I'm a thief, so of course this is easy. I'm gonna do the with my claws like and make a perfect circle, bring it out.
Yeah.
Go from the inside or the window. I mean.
Okay. All right. So, and you're trying to do this without being like seen by anyone breaking in, I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right. So roll your criminal stat, and you're a thief. So obviously you'll get 2d6 for that.
All right. All right, my lowest is a 2.
All right. No problem. So you get on the scaffolding, and when it seems like most of the people are sort of like on the other side of the room or like sort of a dead area of the of this large, expansive floor, you very expertly take one lazy finger and make a circle, and your other paw darts in and catches the circle of glass before it hits the ground. And you can climb in, no problem. And I move one stat so your bear will now be 2, and your criminal stat will be 4. Wait, am I doing that right? Hold on a second.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't think I'm doing that right. No, I am.
And the goes off without a hitch. Move 1 point from bear into criminal.
Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. So you're at 4 criminal, 2 bear. All right, so you're in. Nobody's seen you. You sort of got a little corner of this room to yourself.
Okay, so now obviously what I have to do is lure one of these children to this dark corner and beat them up so I can take their clothing.
Obviously.
As myself as one of them.
Okay. And so, all right, now, as you get a better look at this room, you realize that this is like a much less crowded group than you would expect having seen the front. And these people are very well dressed. Most of the men are in suits. The women are in these fancy dresses of bear or human make. And, the kids all have boarding school clothes on. So this seems to be sort of a VIP area.
Oh, I'm sorry, VIPs, that I dropped this plate. Please. Forgive me.
Yeah.
You want to try and attract one of these kids?
Yeah, maybe I'll go over to one of the exhibits and get next to one of the kids and be like, "Oh, hey, wow, that's so cool. Did you see the even cooler, dangerous one that's in the closet over there? It's really dangerous and cool."
Okay, so you find a kid who's sort of doing his own thing. He's wearing a fancy cap and suspenders. He's he's only a 10-year-old kid by your bare reckoning, and he's
oh geez, I sure am. It may be interested.
And that's what he says. All right, so you want to try and convince him to follow you?
Mm-hmm. And this kid's name is Georgie.
And
my name is Georgie. Your name?
So does Georgie follow him?
Well, he's asking you your name.
Yeah, Georgie's waiting for your name. Don't be rude.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I didn't even hear that. Yeah, my name is Bearden.
That sounds like a real name to me, Georgie. All right. You want me to go with you, huh?
Yeah, it's really cool.
All right. I'm gonna leave my friend Chris Hansen and come and hang out with you over here.
Okay. All right. So roll your criminal stat.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I don't, unless you can think of a way, I don't know if this has anything to do with either eating bamboo or being a thief.
Yeah, I don't know. What happens if you tie your score? Does that still count?
That counts.
Yeah.
So did you get 4?
Okay. Yeah, I got a 4.
All right. Yeah, Georgie is pliant. He's just been surrounded by bears all day, so why shouldn't he trust another bear, you know?
Oh, I thought I'd be in for a big surprise if I went out into the woods today, but no.
Oh, by the way, you're also at 5 criminal now.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ooh.
1 bear. 2 bears, sorry. Wait. Is that 1 bear? Yeah, 1 bear.
Yeah, 1, yeah.
All right. Okay, so Georgie follows you, skipping along. Where do you take him?
Yeah, I move into the supply closet.
Oh God!
God damn it.
A closet this big before.
So this closet is full of other exhibits that some from past years at this convention center, things that didn't quite make the cut, old honey themed exhibits that people have already seen. It's just kind of like a warehouse, not like a warehouse, but like shelves of less impressive stuff that didn't quite make the floor.
Mm-hmm. This is good. So I think the way this is set up is I have to use a bear thing or I'm out of the game. So
I think so.
Now that I have
You either have to use a bear thing or have a flashback scene of planning this heist. I'm sorry, the other way around. You have to eat a load of honey. That would be the other thing you could do.
Oh, true. Oh, is there any? So this is full of old Honeycon relics.
Yeah.
Any honey left over?
Hold on. It looks like some of these sort of boxed up crates could be promising, but you'd have to search for it. And meanwhile, Georgie is like, what am I seeing in here? Everything here kind of looks sort of old. He runs his hand over something that's got a little layer of dust on it.
Yeah. All right. I think I have to bear it up. I think I'm going to just maul him to take these clothes.
Okay. You're just going to straight up go bear on this kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
Oh, wait, here we go. I'll say, oh, hey, you know what? There's one right over. Look at this thing. Look at this box over here, and wait until he goes in front of me, and I'll back claw him using my thief ability.
You bear claw backstab?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
Oh, nope. My lowest is still 2. I need to get a 1.
Okay. Let me think here. Okay, so what did you want to do? Did you want to take his clothes, or?
Yeah, I think the plan was to knock him out, and then in order to take his outfit.
Okay, so you bear claw backstab this boy, and it just goes through him and there's no resistance. You are claws deep in this kid. His little outfit, which was adorable, is just ruined, and this kid just drops to the floor, just bleeding profusely. It's not looking good. Also, his shirt is ruined, and
oh man.
So, all right, this kid is okay. I'm going to leave you there, Alex. While Stickyfingers was upstairs mauling a small child to death, what have you been doing?
All right, so he went up to shoot, and I went into the kitchen.
Okay, so the kitchen. What are you going for? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be walking by all the food that's being sent out. Be a little more parsley. This one needs a little more send this back. This is undercooked. You know, it's gonna be like making comments to everyone. I would have put on like a chef's apron.
Okay.
That I grabbed off the wall.
All right, sure. Why not? You're sort of schmoozing your way through this kitchen. Nobody really knows who you are. They're kind of giving you weird looks, but you're undaunted. You're just sort of like saying, "Hey, no, this is how you do this thing. What's up, man? Oh, good to see you."
Yeah.
No problem.
And then I'm gonna be like keeping my nose to the air too, like smelling for honey.
Well, there's honey everywhere. Like that's gonna be the radar on that's gonna be a little inaccurate because like so many of these dishes they're making are all like honey themed.
Oh shit! All right.
So when you guys planned this heist, you were aware of like an enormous load of the best honey that money can buy somewhere in this con, and then also this rumored haunted 1800s beehive.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna be like, okay, you know, just smooths my way through, and then finding wherever the hell the honey is, you know, like, all right, what are we using on these dishes? This honey, there's something wrong with it. No, like, bring it to me.
So you're talking to who are you talking to?
The expo. Or the chef. The sous chef.
Okay, so you like find a chef and you say to him, what did you say?
There's something off. All these dishes. There's something a little bit off. Where's the honey? Show me the honey.
This guy. So let's say this is another bear, so you can understand perfectly well when he says, "Listen. I know my honey. All right. I haven't been in this business for 3 winters and not know how to make a honey casserole. Who are you?"
Honey. Oh, a casserole. You're making a casserole with honey. Well, that explains everything, buddy. All right, listen to me, okay? But judging by your accent, you sound like you're from Ohio, okay? I'm from the old country, and I know good honey when I smell it, when I taste it. You cook shit, all right? Bring this to me. We're getting complaints at the front. I need to fix this fast, or else you're going to be out your job.
All right, roll your criminal stat.
2D. Okay, give me 1 second. Can do this now. So I think it's 2D6, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Perfect. All right. So this chef, this sort of looks like as perplexed as a bear can really look, and he sort of like stammers over himself. Well, I wasn't told anything about this. Why am I just now hearing about this? This isn't my fault. I didn't even make this. My underlings made this. He says, "Look, what's wrong with it? What do you need?"
Show me the honey.
And he says, "Well, I mean, we've got our stock is still full back in the kitchen. And if that's what you're talking about, you know, we're using the honey we were given to cook with."
Are you keeping it in the walk-in?
And he says, "Well, yeah, the honey is always in the same spot. Like they bring in the pots and they set it in the back. It's
all right,
standard procedure."
I'm just gonna walk to the walk-in.
And he says, "It's just standard issue honey. You know, you can't make a beehive out of shitty honey."
That is the old saying.
As they say in bear country, I think.
That is the old bear saying.
We have a different saying where I'm from. All right, kid? I'm going to go check it out.
And he says, all right. He says,
I love that.
He says, I mean, you're just going to find the standard issue honey back there. You know, it's not like we get access to the best stuff. That's saved for Mr. Abner Prescott Honeydew himself.
Oh, so Mr. Prescott, Abner Honey himself, he gets all the grade A, huh? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, that's how it is every year.
Every year. This isn't every year. We've got some VIPs coming through here.
He says,
Come on, where are we keeping that honey?
He says, well, on the top floors, like usual. You know, this is all the riffraff down here. This is general admission.
Oh, you don't know. You have no idea who's coming through here today. Oh my god. All right. Gonna go check out the back room.
All right. Also, you're at five criminal, 1 bear.
Yes. And I'm going to eat a bunch of honey.
Okay,
and then I'm going to set a bomb that is timed for that is set for 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
Okay. All right. So you're walking into the storeroom or the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna eat some honey. That part shouldn't be too hard since you're already back here.
Hell yeah.
And you want to set a bomb?
Yeah, eating the honey will... Wait, first of all, eating the honey will make me more bear than criminal, right?
Yeah, it will.
Okay, all right. So I'm back to 4-2. Yes, and then so I'm going to be pulling out the bomb that was aforementioned in our plan, and we'll be setting it right underneath the AC vent, which is connected to the backup generators.
Okay. Sure. Roll your criminal stat.
My criminal stat would be... all right, so that's going to be a 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 2.
Okay. What did you want to set the timer for?
6 minutes and 22 seconds.
All right. You have set up a bomb, the foreknowledge of which I have no idea as far as the other party members go, but it's in there.
After that.
You tap the thing and the timer is going.
Great. All right. I'm on my way upstairs.
Hibey, how are things in the van?
All right, so now that the van's parked, Hibey's been... we see him look around, and then he peels off the thing that says G. Adams Solutions, and it says T. Ruxpin Security.
Okay.
And he kind of he switches he pulls a little like name badge thing. It still has like the same like fake name on there, but he pulls the thing off that says G. Adams Solutions, and he throws that into the floor of the van. And he's got to go. When we have to get out of here, we're going to need to make sure like all these gates and that kind of stuff can't just close. So basically, he's got to get into like the security system kind of stuff and open that up or like get control of it. So he kind of is walking around in the back, looking for the like security system panel.
Okay, so you're looking for like a security access for like the gates and that kind of thing, like outside the convention center.
So this isn't stuff that's like alarms inside. This would literally be like the gates that are connected to like guard booths and that kind of stuff. So that we can just have control of them, or just when need be, it's like all of them just open.
Okay, well, all right, yeah. So perhaps unsurprisingly, the likeliest place would be in like the small guard booth that you were waved through by the initial guard when you first came in here. And there's one sleepy-looking man manning the booth.
Is that the same guy that I talked to before?
No, it's a different guy.
Awesome, good. All right. I'm going to. I think I'm going to just quietly try to do. Is he asleep or is he sleepy looking?
He's not asleep. He's just sort of looking like down at his tablet. Most of the people who are going to come sort of facilitate this event have already arrived, and he's just sort of hanging out.
Okay.
He is armed though.
He's playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, he's playing Fruit Ninja. You can see like a shotgun resting next to him on his desk.
Oh, heavy heaters, eh? All right. And so I come up to him, and I kind of wave to him, put my cigarette out, so I not like rudely or disrespectfully. I don't just throw it on the ground. I like put it in a little ashtray or garbage can, whatever. And I'm like,
Sure.
Hi there, mate.
He sort of gives you a wave, says, "Hey, you got any trouble? You need something?"
He's like, oh no, gotta update your system. Oh, hold on, this is Jason Statham. He's not Australian. Right, gotta update your system.
He says, "Update my what now? I'm not sure what you mean. This is the same. Booth seems to be working fine for me, as every year."
And he's like, no, big patch they gotta put through. Bug's been messing up everything. You know how the brass is. Send somebody out to fix it, but don't take the blame themselves, you know?
And he says, well, I haven't heard anything about it. Well, that may be, but I can't just give my login, you know. That's company procedure. You know, these people are always telling us, don't give anyone your password. You know, you never have to email it. You never have to say over the phone. You never have to, like, squints at you. Never have to give it to some guy who asks for it. So let me just put in a ticket with IT here. He starts, like, tapping on his computer.
And I think Hibey, like, puts his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he's just going to try to really scare this dude and be like, and just tell him, like, just say, you don't want both of our asses thrown in the street, do you? And he's
all right.
Scare this guy into being like, okay.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for that.
Awesome. So, is this more of a bear thing, given that I'm trying to terrify him?
Yeah, I'd say it's a bear thing, and you roll 2d6.
All right, I got a 2. That's certainly lower than 4.
All right, great. So you step into this booth with him, and it barely fits you. You have to, like, squeeze in there, and, like, your musk is just overpowering him. You're blocking out the sun.
Yeah.
And he feels your monstrous head.
I've left a bunch of my scat right outside.
Yeah, this booth just smells like it's yours.
Yeah.
He says, "Whoa, okay, man. I don't let me just. Whoa, all right. Don't let me get in your way."
Yeah, sorry. I need this job. Times is tough.
And he says, "Sure. I hear you. You know, I think they've given me a raise after the last 4 Honeycons and the crazy shit that happens every year. No, sir." So he grabs his.
Those guys don't know nothing.
So he grabs his shotgun and he sort of steps out of the booth and he's waiting outside.
All right. So I think this is when Hibey, like, takes out some kind of electrical doodad and he plugs it into whatever as this guy's outside, and he kind of, like, runs these various. There's, like, a digital clock looking thing on it, and runs, and it's like beep 1, 7, 4, 4, like that kind of deal.
Okay. So what does this achieve? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, just get control of the gates?
Yeah, I think that's what it does. Is it just gives us basically, like, radio control to open up these gates. Just so basically, like, the entrances and exits to Honeycon, at least within, like, the outside of it, are all under our control at this point.
You run your thing, and all right, it seems you have control of the gates.
All right. I kind of tidy everything up, and I go outside and I, like, offer the guy a cigarette.
All right, he says, you all done in there? He sort of shakes his hand and says, no, I sit around all day. I'm unhealthy enough as it is.
He's like, well, smarter man than I am.
He says, sure. He's like, and now, if you're done, he sort of backs away from you. If you're quite finished, sir, I'll just get back to my post.
He's like, right, and again, sorry, mate. Here you go. And he gives him like a bullshit like business card. He just says something like, oh, if you ever need a system of that kind of thing, give me a call. Give you the friends price, mate.
He says,
it says bears crossed off.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, sure. He says, and he sits back down. He does some key taps. Everything seems fine to him.
He goes back to Fruit Ninja.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the middle of his paused his level. Which is God damn it, Alex.
No. Look at my photo. Is it a honey badger?
No, it's you with the dog.
Damn it.
And he sheds like crazy.
It's insane. The amount
The
of
whole
shedding.
front. God damn it, Alex.